So, last year, as you're probably aware of, we were really rushed to get the construction done to actually be ready for opening day. And as a fan, there's a lot of, things that we wanted to do that we just couldn't get prepared for. And so we got through the season and really wanted to amp up our fan experience.
Welcome to the pilot episode of Spittin Seeds with the Sherman Shadowcats. I'm Aaron Busey.
And I'm Berlin Yates. We're thrilled to bring you all things Sherman Shadowcats, your semi-pro team tearing it up in the Mid-America League.
That's right. From behind-the-scenes action to game recaps, we've got the scoop on all the Shadowcats all season long. This is our first swing at it, and we're pumped to have you with us.
Today, we're diving into the past and present of Sherman baseball from the 1890s to the Shadowcats' big debut in 2024 as we gear up for an epic 2025 season.
So grab some sunflower seeds, settle in, and join us as we kick off this journey with your Sherman Shadowcats.
Shadowcat Nation, it's time to mark your calendars. The 2025 season is locked in and just around the corner. The Sherman Shadowcats are coming out clawing with a full slate of Mid-America League matchups from late May through early August. Circle May the 30th, that's the home opener at historic Veterans Field as they welcome the Rhinos from Texarkana. From Piney Woods to Joplin, from Texarkana to Abilene, the Cats are taking on the best the league's got, both home and away. Key matchups include a brutal late June road trip against Fort Smith and Texarkana. The last regular season game at home will be on July 30th, followed by a 4-game set in Abilene to wrap up the season. And then it's playoff time, August 5th and 6th, with the championship series August 7th through 9th. Get your gear, grab your seeds, and bring the heat. This summer, it's all about the Shadowcats. Full schedule and ticket info at shadowcatsbaseball.com.
Welcome back to Spittin Seeds. I'm Aaron Busey.
And I'm Berlin Yates. And Aaron, I don't know if it's the smell of cut grass or the sound of fresh paint hitting the bleachers, but something tells me it's almost that time again.
So you're feeling it too, huh? The countdown to first pitch is officially on, and this year, fans heading out to Veterans Field are in for more than just hot dogs and homers.
That's right. The city, the team, and a few behind-the-scenes heroes have been hard at work getting our home turf ready for a brand new season of Shadowcats baseball. And we're not talking just a new coat of paint.
From upgraded seating and fan zones to improvements in the beer garden, Veterans Field is getting a serious glow-up.
And for a team that's been packing the stands and heating up the Mid-America League, these upgrades aren't just cosmetic. They're a sign that Sherman is all in on building a legacy.
I went out to the ballpark to see the progress firsthand and get the inside scoop from the folks making it happen.
Grab your peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Here's a look at how Veterans Field is gearing up to be a crown jewel for baseball in Texoma.
"2024, by all means, is considered a success for the Shadowcats organization, but I had the chance to sit down with owner Tim Woodland, and he told me about the plans that he has for the upcoming 2025 season, not only for a better ball team, but a better experience for the fans."
One of the things that we've done is we created an atmosphere around our suites where we have some turf that we've laid down to make it more appealing instead of the gravel that we had down. We're putting some flower beds and gardens down so that it's a lot more appealing for our fans that have that area. In addition to that, we're also looking at revamping the inside of our suites to make it more comfortable for when our fans want to come in and relax. We put awnings over the suites to kind of help block the sun. And obviously we've had the AC and the fans that continue to be in those suites today. We redid the flooring and looking to put new furniture out into our suites areas. As you kind of wrap out around the suites and come towards the front of the field or home plate where the bleachers are, we know that the picnic area didn't get used a lot last year, and so we really wanted to take a step back and go, what would actually a fan want from that area? And so what we decided to do was create a tiki bar to be able to provide refreshments on that side of the field, as well as create and build a deck that we're currently in construction with, and will be completed probably at the end of April. It'll be somewhat elevated, and hopefully by that time we'll also have 2 gazebos that are on top of this deck providing shade for the deck area, which was not there last year. And as everybody knows, when it's hot, people just didn't want to sit out in the picnic area. So we're trying to really get the fans to kind of migrate over into that area and have it be more comfortable than what it was before. Some of the other things that we've done is that the Shadowcats we bought our own food truck. So now we are providing the majority of the concessions for the Shadowcats. That'll be up and running here shortly. As you kind of move towards the bleachers, one of the things that we had were 2 areas in between the bleachers that we've actually turfed, and we're putting gazebos up. So again, amplifying the fan experiences. These will be special areas for our fans to be able to take place. I know a lot of people asked a lot of questions about shade on the bleachers. Unfortunately, we will not be able to provide shading at least this year, but it's still in the plans for subsequent years. But again, we're trying to add things slowly over time as we kind of go from year to year. As you kind of make your way over to the beer garden, which was the renovations of an old batting cage, we basically repainted our floors, we redid our kitchen. We also created a more friendly atmosphere by providing corrugated walls and wood finishing panels on our walls, so that we can hang up memorabilia and things that people can look for as we go from year to year, and we can put a number of different fan experiences up on that wall over time, kind of like a wall of fame for our fans, as well as our teams that kind of migrate through the Shadowcats. And that, for the most part, is a lot of the renovations we'll do in this year, and obviously from year to year we'll continue to add things as we keep going.
Once the Shadowcats arrived and set up shop in Veterans Field, right in the middle of downtown Sherman, they had an immediate impact with the local economy. Businesses lined up, fraternal organizations lined up, and I had a chance to sit down with some of the business and economic leaders in Sherman to find out just what kind of impact having a semi-pro minor league baseball team in town will do.
Hi, I'm Sean Tiemann, Mayor of the City of Sherman, and we are so excited to have the Shadowcats here in this community. What it's done for this community is rallied the people together, families, kids, and adults alike, to come out to watch one of America's favorite pastimes, baseball. And what we've seen is not only do we have Sherman families attending at a very large number, but we have families from all over the Texoma region and sometimes out of state traveling here. So the economic benefits that the city is receiving from having this baseball team here is substantial. They're staying in our hotel rooms, they're buying food, they're going to our restaurants, and it's been a great economic driver for this community. But it's also helped substantially increase the traffic at Fairview Park, which has given us the ability to help make investments back into the park to make it a more family-friendly environment. And so they have brought a tremendous amount of value to this community, and it's been a very exciting thing for our family who holds season tickets to the games to go out and watch a minor league team play right here in our backyard.
I'm Emily Nelson, VP of Marketing at the Sherman Chamber of Commerce. The Shadowcats have been a major asset to our community in terms of quality of life and for our businesses, because that brings more people into town to spend more dollars local in our community. We have partnered with them and we are so thrilled about it. We did our regional chamber after hours there last year, and it was a major blowout. It was so much fun. We had the Pottsboro Chamber, the Durant Chamber, and the Denison Chamber there along with us, and it was just a great time at the ballpark. So I would encourage you to get tickets, take your family, take your kids, or even take your parents on a little date. They'll have fun with that too. But enjoy what we have to offer here in Sherman, especially the Sherman Shadowcats.
Yeah, I'm a big baseball fan, any level, cheering on my 8-year-old at Old Settlers but going to Rangers games. But obviously, like, having this right here in our backyard feels like something that's almost bigger than Sherman, I could have imagined. I'm so excited that we have these things to offer our community and to bring people in from around here. It's just such a cool thing. Having the Shadowcats here is a huge benefit to our city, but we've even seen it in Fairview Park. Year over year, it's about 25,000 more people in 2024 in that park compared to year over year 2023. And I would expect to see that growth continue, not just because of the Shadowcats, but gosh, we've invested a lot in that city park with the renovation of Fairview and all of the fun things that have been added, along with pickleball and the pool. And that is just such a hopping little corner area of our city, and it's really just bringing it back to life, and getting to see the Shadowcats play there is a huge benefit to everyone around us, but definitely in the tourism draw way, we are excited to have them here. I was like, I thought the shipping containers being your special areas to sit and watch the games were so cool and unique, but definitely having those to take clients to or bring your family out to, it's just such a huge benefit to have that here, and definitely went out to some games and enjoyed it with my tiny baseball player. Got the 8-year-old version of that, looking up to those guys and having them here and living, some of them living with the families here. I think it's just such a cool deal. I feel like even if baseball wasn't your main priority to go and you just were there to socialize, that beer garden was so fun, and the little special things that it offers. There were like specials running all the time, and a place for everyone to gather and either cheer on baseball or just the gathering socialization aspect of it. I think that's a fun thing for everyone.
Be sure to represent in style and check out the Shadowcats merchandise. Older styles are discounted and bundled to make room for the new designs dropping soon. Visit ShadowcatsBaseball.com to snag your shirts, hats, and cups, and keep an eye on the Sherman Shadowcats Facebook page for details on pop-ups in the area.
Comfort Inn is our sponsor that provides our hotels for our visiting teams, so they are super important to us as well. Sponsorships to the Sherman Shadowcats are super important. They're the ones that make everything happen, our sponsors. From the very first ones that we had, which was First Texas National Bank and Whataburger, to now this year, Jake Shockley State Farm and Freddy's, which will be providing meals for our teams. They are the ones that help us get to where we need to be as far as new things at the field, improvements, things that improve the fan experience. One of the most important things to us here at the Sherman Shadowcats is making sure that we spend our dollars with our sponsorship partners. So we are going to live at KDO, we eat at Whataburger, we go to B-Dubs probably more often than we should. But we like to make sure to spend our dollars with the people that are supporting us as well. We have all kinds of things that you could co-brand with the Sherman Shadowcats at the field. We have beer garden cups, rally towels. You can buy a bleacher section, such as Freddy's did. Banners on our outfield wall, banners on our outfield fence. We will have lots of interactive things this year with QR codes to be able to direct all of the people coming through the field and to our events back to our sponsors. Chick-fil-A will be one of our, and we're super excited to have them as a sponsor this year. Chick-fil-A will be providing dinners for our on-field activities. So Tuesdays and Fridays, you'll be able to see a Chick-fil-A dinner given away for on-field promotions. Definitely have opportunities, sponsorship opportunities that are still available. So you can sponsor anything from mascot races to our visiting team, you can provide meals. There's all kinds of things that we still have opportunities for. If you're interested in sponsoring the Sherman Shadowcats, you can reach out to us. You can reach out to us on our website. You can email us at info@sherman-se.com, or you can call us at 281-764-5599. I will say that this year, Abel Alleman Roofing, he will be sponsoring the Boys and Girls Night at the field, which is, I believe, June 20th. So he has donated 70 of his general admission tickets to the Boys and Girls Club, and the Sherman Shadowcats are matching that donation so that the Boys and Girls Club of Denison can participate as well. So we have our national anthem that we play before every game, and the Sherman Symphony and Orchestra actually pre-recorded that for us to be able to use at all of our games. We will have some different people that will come out and sing from time to time. However, the Sherman Symphony and Orchestra really did a great job putting that together for us. One of the things that we did see our sponsors take advantage of last year were our tabling nights. So, for example, Texoma Power was out at our field with their table, with their swag and all kinds of goodies that they were giving away, as well as being able to showcase what exactly Texoma Power does, which they are whole home generators. In our construction phase, we've talked about a little about making sure that we put our dollars back into our sponsors. Rusco Welding has been huge as far as getting out to our field and helping us out with different areas of construction. They've done, so many things to help us out. Platinum fence and 5-star portable toilets. They actually came out and did a lot of fencing for us. And, we really appreciate that as far as our sponsors go, but we definitely like to put the money back where it comes from. The City of Sherman has been super helpful. Parks and Rec have been amazing to us. They always keep our field looking amazing. But the city has really worked with us and helped us get to where we are now, and it's been a great partnership to date.
Opportunities abound for anyone looking to sponsor the Sherman Shadowcats. Various events for all ages are held throughout the season, or you can set up a table and chat about your business. Consider co-branding promotional items like cups or rally towels. To find an opportunity that fits you, email info@sherman-se.com or call 281-764-5599.
Just to talk about some of the positive stories we had coming out of this summer. We had the privilege of holding a few athletes that have either gone on to a bigger level or made it back to where they were previously. We had the ability to hold Tyler Ivey this summer. He came and he threw a few games for us. I don't know what you guys know about Tyler, but he was drafted out of Grayson College to go play for the Houston Astros. Previously, he hurt his arm in his major league debut here in Texas against the Texas Rangers while pitching for the Astros. He walked away from the game for a little bit, had an opportunity to come out and step on the mound for us a few times this summer, and ended up signing an extended spring training contract with the Astros and made it back. He is now residing in AAA. It's the Sugar Land Cowboys, I believe. Just an awesome story. It was an awesome experience getting to be on the field with him, and the way that just the situation kind of made us feel coming out of it, like we were a piece of his story, it was awesome. We as well had an athlete by the name of Charlie Gardner. He was a senior at Sherman High School. He came to us just as an outlet to maybe get a few more innings before he decided to hang them up for the career, and ended up getting an offer to go play baseball at Redlands College. Tanner Reeves, another local guy. Everybody in this area knows Tanner by now. Went down, played 2 years at Blinn College, got an offer to go play ball at LSU, and he's taken advantage of it. He came in, I think, on the back end of the summer last year, and just provided some much needed pop in a lineup that was starting to fall off towards the end of the summer. Another local guy coming out of Durant, Oklahoma, or Silo, Oklahoma, Easton Ford, was playing ball at a pretty competitive Redlands Community College last year, and I think he's currently still there. Got an offer to go play at Southeastern next year, just another next level Shadowcat. Another one we can talk about here is Ryan Sessions, another sophomore at Redlands Community College that came in, gave us an opportunity to work towards developing and refining some of his skills over the summer. Got an offer to go play ball at Arkansas Monticello. From what I've seen and what I've heard, he's doing very well, hitting the ball and just finding a way to continue to push the needle.
I'm Berlin Yates, and you're watching Spittin Seeds.
When the Shadowcats came to town last year, baseball seemed new and fresh for Sherman.
But in reality, baseball has been in this area for a long time, from the gritty Orphans to the championship-winning Twins, and now the red-hot Sherman Shadowcats. This town's baseball history is packed with heart and hustle.
That's right. So join us as we step up to the plate and dive into Sherman's incredible diamond legacy.
In Sherman, Texas, baseball isn't just a pastime. It's a living, breathing tradition that's laced into the red dirt and stitched through generations. From wooden bats and steam engines to radar guns and turf fields, this is a story that stretches back over a century. Baseball in Sherman dates back to the late 1800s. Fueled by the railroads and small-town spirit, the game arrived on the heels of the Texas League's birth in 1888. Back then, it wasn't about lights or contracts. It was about grit, pride, and passion. Between 1895 and 1952, Sherman was home to a revolving door of minor league teams. 14 seasons, 9 team names, and a lot of memories. From the Sherman Orphans to the Sherman Lions, and then the Sherman Twins, each team left its mark. One even boasted a future Hall of Famer named Ross Youngs. The Orphans battled their way through the 1895 season. Pitcher Cy Garvin, nicknamed the Navasota Tarantula, was a standout. Colorful name, sharper curveball. The Lions came and went, but in 1916, fans got a glimpse of greatness. Ross Youngs, only 19 at the time, patrolled the outfield, his raw talent hinting at Cooperstown. The Twins took the field in 1923, and by the end of a thrilling season, they'd split the Texas Association Championship. But the golden days were short-lived. By 1952, the last professional pitch had been thrown in Sherman. Still, the game never really left. It just moved to sandlots, schoolyards, and the heart of Sherman High's Bearcats. Then in 2023, 7 decades after the last pro pitch, the announcement dropped. Sherman was getting a team again. The Mid-America League was coming to town, and a fan naming contest gave birth to a new symbol of speed, skill, and stealth, the Sherman Shadowcats. At a ribbon-cutting ceremony, then Mayor David Plyler stated, "We're not just bringing baseball back, we're honoring a legacy, one that runs through every blade of grass at Veterans Field." Today, the Shadowcats play for more than wins. They play for history, for Sherman's long-lost Orphans, for the no-hitter by Ed Appleton, for the fans who've waited decades. You feel it in the stands. You're not just watching a game. You're part of something that started in 1895. From the echoes of railroad whistles to the roar of modern-day crowds, baseball's back in Sherman, and it brought a century of dreams with it. From the Orphans to the Shadowcats, the legacy lives on. This is Sherman baseball.
So as of right now, we have merchandise going in and out. We'll have new merchandise dropping at the beginning of the season. We also have new jerseys and all kinds of stuff coming, so we'll have that coming out at the beginning of the season also. Online bundles, we'll have those going all the way up until season starts, and once season starts, we'll have new merchandise bundles. So be sure to check that out. You can check out all our merch and online stuff at shadowcatsbaseball.com.
Hey, thanks for watching this first episode of Spittin Seeds.
Be on the lookout for episode 2 dropping soon.
See you then.
designs. Do y'all feel ready?
I think it's up there. I'm good. You good? We'll just start going. We'll know when we go. Oh, it rolls itself. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were going to go back and then do it. My bad.
Oh God, I can't even think.
Hello, can you hear me?
Checkity check check. Which one do you like better? Do you like it like I'm staring into people's souls, or like I'm just casually chatting?
Whenever you're ready, go. Okay. It's very exciting to have the Shadowcats, a Mid-American League minor. All right.
Whenever y'all are ready.
I'm Berlin Yates.
All right. Well, let's start again. Do a 3, 2, 1 for me, sub.
Okay. Like I actually say 3, 2, 1.
Yes, if we go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.